Hi, my name is Maya, and today I'm going to be talking about what it was like giving birth during a pandemic. So, I'm from New York, and as many of you may know, New York had some of the highest cases of COVID in the country. And on top of that, I work in a supermarket, which supermarkets were some of the few businesses that were allowed to stay open when the pandemic first got bad in the beginning of March. So at that time, I was about 8 months pregnant. People asking me if I was going to continue working, like what was I going to do, things like that. At that point, I only had 7 weeks left to work. I felt that I'd already, been working and I needed money and it was so close to me being done. So I continued to work up until it was time to have my daughter. Working in the supermarket, I had a mask on every day, like gloves on every day. I wasn't super concerned about getting it or anything like that. I feel like I became desensitized to the situation pretty quickly after, seeing people masked up in gloves, looking scared, like shopping every single day. It just kind of just got old to me after a while. So I would just go into work and do what I had to do, go home, that type of thing. So one of my main concerns throughout the whole ordeal was that my boyfriend wouldn't be able to come to the hospital with me. There was a lot of states that didn't allow mothers to bring anybody to the hospital with them. So I remember calling my hospital and asking them about it, and they said currently they were allowing only one support system person to come with mothers, and they weren't planning on changing it anytime soon. So that made me feel a little bit better. The day that we went to the hospital, we had to enter through the emergency room because they closed the main entrance. My boyfriend got temp checked at the door, and he had to wear his mask the entire time we were in the hospital. Even when we were in our room, he had to have his mask on. So we got to the emergency room. They put me in a wheelchair. They wheeled me to the elevator through the emergency room, which I didn't really like. I saw people laying around, and I was like, I wish there's another way to get up to the maternity leave floor. So anyways, someone wheeled me to the elevator, they left, and then someone from maternity came down the elevator and took us up. So then once I got up there and they started prepping me for my C-section and all that stuff, I didn't have to wear a mask from that point on till when I was leaving. So typically for a C-section, you stay in the hospital for 3 days. I was only there for 2 days. My recovery was going well, and they were trying to get people in and out as fast as possible. So they said I was clear to go after 2 days, which was fine with me because I didn't want to be there any longer than I had to. One thing that sucked, which isn't really a big deal, but when I had my first daughter, we ordered food to the hospital because, hospital food can be kind of gross sometimes. We ordered food and stuff. So this time, you could not order food. My boyfriend couldn't leave and then come back, anything like that. So that was kind of a struggle for 2 days, but, once we got home, it was fine. The nurses were really nice. I feel like they were nicer than usual because, of everything that's going on, which was cool. And I definitely appreciate nurses, doctors, all of them, during this time. And they could easily get sick and everything. My nurses were cool. My doctor was cool. They did a great job. They did everything that they could do to keep everybody safe and my baby safe. So that was cool. But overall, it really wasn't that bad. Again, being that I work in a supermarket, I was already used to seeing people in gloves, used to all of these safety precautions and everything. So the hospital stay wasn't really that weird for me. And I came home with my baby, and she's almost 3 months old now, so everything's good with her. I'm good, my boyfriend's good. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of my story. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, my video a like, and if you want to see more videos like this one, stay tuned. Bye!